We're kicking off the racing in this programme with a treat for you. It's a special one-off event with Luke Mossey from the Quattraplant Kawasaki team taking on the legend that is Josh Bannister, age 7, in a head-to-head Minimoto battle. I caught up with both riders earlier in the day. Luke, BSB's one level. This, of course, is a whole other level for you today, racing a 7-year-old. What are you thinking?
It's only a mini bike and he's only 7 years old, so how hard can it be?
You think it's all about the experience that you bring to the game then today?
I think it's going to be a little bit hard with, when he's half the size of me and half the weight, but you know, it's going to be interesting. It's great to be here at Wilton Mill with Cool Fab Racing, so it should be interesting.
Young Josh Bannister is a man of few words, but when he speaks the truth. Oh yes. Josh, Luke Mossey, what do you know about him?
I know he rides in BSB, but it's getting on a bit now.
Do you think you can take him?
Absolutely.
He does speak the truth because Luke Mossey at 23 is basically 3 and a bit Josh Bannisters. Now, if you thought this was just a bit of fun, the man on the left there, you can just see in the Team WD-40 shirt, that's Brent Gladwin, the team boss from the BSB team. He's turned up to keep an eye on his young charge. He's been supporting Josh Bannister for a year. It's a handicap shootout with the BSB Pro getting the advantage, Jake.
That is part of the start-finish straight and the first couple of corners already as off goes Josh Bannister now, we think. There is Luke Mossey going down a Christmas corner for the first time, and he looks pretty stable out in front. There goes Josh Bannister, 7 years of age for Team WD-40, and through the first turns he goes. He is almost a third of a lap now behind Luke Mossey. He is going to have to work incredibly hard to catch up with this BSB superstar, but through Christmas he goes for the first time, reeling in the superstar 23-year-old Luke Mossey, and look at him go. He is absolutely on it as Luke Mossey, he is no slouch. He is pushing as hard as he possibly can.
He was pushing at Knock Hill recently in the BSB round there, started P10 down to 15th on lap 1, fought his way back to 3rd in a great performance, setting fastest lap after fastest lap, but I'm not sure he's going to set the fastest lap in this one.
Luke Mossey down at the boot. He's looking to see where Josh Bannister is as he coasts into the final turn. Luke, you don't want to coast. Josh Bannister's going, look, they're willing him on the start-finish line. You need to get on with this as Luke Mossey goes into oblivion and into crook, because there is Josh Bannister at the final turn. He is gaining ground, big style.
Down the start-finish straight, Bannister crosses the line with 1 to go. Into oblivion, the left-hander. Crook is the right-hander. Here is Luke Mossey at the top of the straight through Christmas corner, but Josh Bannister's getting closer, Jake.
Yeah, he just looked over his shoulder and he saw that Josh Bannister is gaining ground big style. He needs to get on with this. The Team Quattraplant Bournemouth Kawasaki rider is being eaten up here, his advantage, as he goes through into Ashby, down the Kenny straight. Josh Bannister is now just a corner and half a straight behind him. He is absolutely monstering it at the moment as they go into Parker once again. Bannister leans tight. He has got him on the run here.
Down the straight into the left-hander, Bannister closing in on the BSB Pro. He's on the inside straight. Here comes Bannister. Sweeps past new race leader.
Absolutely beautiful from Josh Bannister. Down the back straight and into the boot for the final time. He absolutely romps away to the finish line. An amazing fight between himself and Luke Mossey. He came from a third of a lap back and he takes the checkered flag. He wins the shootout here at Wilton Mill. Luke Mossey has to settle for second position. But what a victory for the WD-40 rider, just 7 years of age. Remember that name, you'll be hearing it a lot in the future. Josh Bannister, the winner.
You're going to come back for another try?
Yeah, I think we're going to try and get a bike for the end of the year so I can do a whole weekend once the BSB season is finished. So I'll see you all then.
Okay, hopefully better luck that day then.
That's it, mate.
After the Luke Mossey Josh Bannister shootout, Andy Reid decided to get in on the action with a second shootout against his teammate Luke Mossey. Jake, here we go.
Well, this will be the ultimate test. Which rider is the best as they go into Crook for the first time and out through Fine Lady. This is a really interesting duel. Luke Mossey versus Andy Reid on Minimotos. They are absolutely on it, and Reid is having a look to see if he can get past Mossey into Christmas. He's there at the inside, and he's through. Beautifully done up the inside line there at Christmas. And as they head down to Ashby for the first time, this is going to be a really interesting duel. And again, he's coming alongside. Mossey's going to try and go round the outside. There's a wobble mid-corner. He almost puts a foot on the deck. This is very close already.
trying to get the bikes going out of the corner. Andy Reid there highlighted, double win at Thruxton in BSB in July.
Oh,
of
Mossy's
course.
going round the outside.
Oh, he's got him.
What a
Amazing move round the hairpin at Chapman. Great move. And there is Luke Mossey, 15th after lap 1 at Knock Hill, by the way, Jake. He came back to 3rd. What a great ride that was that day. Into the boot one more time, and Andy Reid cuts across the grass.
What a cheeky scam trying to gain an advantage. But look, Luke Mossey has absolutely romped it.
And he's lost time. He thought he was gaining an advantage, but going across the grass, he's found no time whatsoever. And he's further behind. He's got it all to do now.
Well, you won't catch him doing that in a super sport race, so I suppose when it's all fun and games, you could try any trick in the book. But Luke Mossey has actually gained an advantage as they go down Manuel's Bank into Christmas. And is the super sport rider going to have an opportunity to put one over his BSB counterpart? They don't get to race each other on weekends, don't forget, in the BSB, because they're in different championships. As Luke Mossey looks over his shoulder, they go into Ashby. Neither of these riders wants to finish second to the other. They are racers. This may be a bit of fun to you and I, but these boys do not want to come second. And up the inside, Reid has a look into Parker, and as he go down to Chapman, he's going to have to try something pretty special. He's got a good throttle around the outside. Is he going to get him on the exit? He's got him! Beautifully done there. He worked the move on the outside, flicked it to the inside on the right, and as they go into the boot for the last time here at Wilton Mill, Andy Reid has shown Luke Mossey a clean pair of heels. Absolutely brilliant. His arm is in the air. He's happy with that, and that has definitely given him something to smile about going into their next BSB round together. He'll be all smiles. Mossey will want to get him back someday, but Andy Reid takes the spoils here in the Mossey versus Reid Minimoto Shootout. What a happy boy.